Hello, Andrew here with a quick update for the funnel on the Ant Farm. I noticed that some people were having issues with the rate of the farm not being quite as fast as it should be. And as always how it goes, I found the better funnel design right after I made the tutorial. So this is just a quick video to go over how to make the quick changes. And it does add 4 blocks to the height. But with how much smoother the funnel runs, I think it's worth it. If you just want to use the old funnel design, or if you've already gotten too far into it, it'll work just fine. This is just an optional upgrade. Okay, everything up to this point is pretty much the same, except if you already built it pretty close to the maximum height you can go, you're going to have to lower it 4 blocks. But that's not too hard, you can just add 4 blocks on the bottom and take 4 off on the top. And if you already did the parts above, you can do the same thing and just get rid of the old funnel and build this one starting 4 blocks below, and it'll line up just fine. So once you've gotten to this part, this is a part where it gets different. Just putting wool all the way around the edges here. Just covering up the slabs, and I changed the slabs out just to make it more consistent with the rest of the layers. So once you have the wool all the way around the slabs, just come on top on the corner here, like this. Just going all the way around a little bit farther out. And don't even need to go out on the farthest parts here. So instead of that other shape, you'll have a shape like this. So from here, pistons go here. And right on top, another block there. Then the dust coming off of it. So just making a little L with the dust here. Repeater here, comparator here, and then behind that is the hopper clock. Uses the same resources and everything, it's just rearranged a little bit. So torch for this goes here. You can put the item right in there. And just put this basic setup all the way around. So dust. Repeaters here on 1 tick for all of them this time. Hopper clocks going in. And the blocks with the torches here. Just doing that for all 4 sides. And I'll update the world download with this funnel. And the difference with this one is it does not need any slabs on top of any of this because the layer above will cover it up just fine. Okay, once you have all of those, just gonna come above this repeater here and 1 out on each side, and put the tripwire hooks here and here. all the way around. So over and back. And that's the whole layer here. Just need to put in the string, and just like last time, skip the corners. Might be a little tricky. If you have a hard time putting in, you can just use the dust here, the side of the dust, to put the string. Or if you prefer, you can just put it all in at the end. It doesn't really make much difference. Because the string is a little harder to place in the air, but if you leave the corners out, it gives you a bigger hitbox. Now the next layer up, you can do the same thing to get up with your netherrack here. You only have to go up one block higher. Then the slabs go all the way around here. So it's the same patterns, just stretched out a little bit. And the way I did this, I was actually getting everything in and putting the string in last, just so you don't have to worry so much about the string getting in the way. So once you have the next layer in, all you gotta do is go out on the sides and copy the same thing a little bit higher up. This will still have 5 layers, and once you get to the very top, it's the same basic idea. So I'm just going to get that done really quick and show how this one fits right into the top, just like the other one. And just one more quick thing, the block on top of the piston actually goes on the one most to the right, which is where the repeater goes. So just every time it goes there, and that's so that this piston will get powered through the block update. So on all 4 sides and all the way up, it just goes on the far right side, second from the right. Okay, this is what the new funnel should look like from the top. And just like with the other one, the slabs are a bit different on the top here. On the side facing the mainland is where the slabs go a little bit higher up. And they'll start right along here. And the second block above the dust is the bottom half of the slabs. And the opposite side has the same thing as that, so just come over and fill it in. Then for the other 2 sides, the slabs go just right between the tripwire hooks here, right on top of the dust. The outline for the shifting floors will just go right on top of the tripwire hooks and dust there. Same thing all the way around. Then just divide the shifting floors into sections. Skip 2 blocks, come out here. 2 more, and make a 2 wide section across here. and then just right across here. So 2 blocks for every space. And the pistons for the shifting floors will just go right on top, like this, with these ones being the ones that sit back a little bit. So that part's pretty simple, but the vines are a little bit different. Since the funnel is a little bit taller, you actually have to make the bridges going across 2 blocks thick. And this just starts directly below this one, where the pistons are, and then 1 below. Just come all the way across, knocking the pistons out, and all the way across 2 layers thick. The next bridge, just directly under that, 2 pistons out, and across. So this will use a few more building blocks, but these are usually the cheapest part of this, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. And the last one, directly below that again. And this is the one that only comes out to the middle, and it only needs to be a 1 block thick. Like that. So there should be 4 layers of pathways going across the top outline, then the 3 going down the middle. Now the vines are the same idea here, just going all the way across, then on the edges. Basically do the same thing with the vines as with the other funnel design, except carry them down a little bit more. So vines over every piston just like before. And this is the same thing, just stretched out a little bit more. So I'm going to have the vines on this side all the way across. Another important thing to pay attention to with this is the LC value on the bottom left there, second line from the bottom. Right now it says 95, and you want that number to be as low as you can get it. But if you have this farm built too close to the top, then you'll have to add some slabs like this to block the light from getting any higher, because the LC value is the highest block in that chunk that has either a block in it or light going into it. So when this one's at 95, the highest block in the chunk is at 92.5 here. And the light from the torch, if it didn't have these extra slabs in here, would actually go above 95. So just something to keep in mind, the LC value being lower makes the farm faster.